Well, greetings and welcome back to today's Extraordinary Connection. My name is Pastor Devin and I serve at Romeo United Methodist Church. And if you're a sports fan or ever watch ESPN and Scott Van Pelt, you may recognize that he has a segment in each show that's the best thing I saw today. And he usually has some miraculous play from the day's offering of games that he highlights, or other times it might not even be from a sporting contest, but something he saw in the community or world around him, something that happened that was the best thing he saw from that day. Well, for today's devotion, I'm going to borrow his segment, and I want to highlight for you the best thing I saw today. A trophy. Now, I realize at first glance this might not look like much to many of you, but allow me just a moment to explain to you why it was the best thing I saw all day. Because what you're looking at is a trophy, but it's not a trophy that was won in any traditional sense of the word. But like most trophies, this is the result of several years of hard work. But like I said, it was won without a single play ever happening on a playing field. And to fully understand, we have to go back to November 18th, 2018. It was on that day that Alex Smith, the quarterback for the Washington football team, suffered what can only be called a freak accident, but it was a significant injury during their football game. And I've seen a lot of sports injuries that have happened, and I'll say it's among one of the worst things I've ever seen happen in the course of play. And Smith broke both the fibula and tibia in his right leg, and the initial consensus was it was likely the last time he would ever play in a professional football game. His injuries were so severe that over the next several months and years, he would undergo 17 surgeries to repair his leg. After his initial surgery, he was found to have a flesh-eating bacteria that was devastating his already injured leg. He was told he'd never play football again. He was told he might never walk again. He was told they might have to amputate the leg. He was told he might die. But through all those things he was told, he never stopped believing. He never stopped fighting. And right there by his side was his wife, Elizabeth, and his family. And you see him there wearing the brace that was put on his leg. But now, if you look at that trophy again, you might be able to look at it a little differently. Because you see that trophy, it's actually made up of the various pieces of the brace that Alex wore after his surgeries, the brace that his injured leg was put into. And if you know the story at all or have seen it on the news, you'll know that Alex has again put on his football pads and played in a professional football game. Many have described this as nothing short of a miracle. And this past Sunday, he even found himself again as the starter for the Washington football team, even leading his team to victory. And prior to Sunday's game, Alex's wife, Elizabeth, she shared these photos I've used today, as well as a message that said, "Waiting for this game and I'm a nervous wreck. I look up at our bookshelves as a reminder of where we have been and the hard work to get to this moment. No matter the outcome, Alex has already won. He has beat the largest challenge life has thrown our way. I'm incredibly proud and will be cheering loud. Let's go, Washington." She also offered a special thanks to At Cold Hard Art for transforming a symbol of hard times to a trophy of triumph we can proudly put on our shelves. I'm sure it's not too difficult for you to see why I called those images the best thing I saw today. It is an amazing story of perseverance amidst seemingly insurmountable odds. And in reading Alex's story and his journey, I found myself thinking of the words of Hebrews 12, verse 1. Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and the sin that clings so closely, and let us run with perseverance the race that is set before us. We have all been running a race, one that perhaps we initially thought might be just a bit of a sprint, but has instead become a marathon. Or who knows, we might be even into some kind of Ironman triathlon at this point. But we are running a race we didn't particularly prepare for, one we weren't expecting, one that has thrown new and different challenges at us on the regular. But part of the most inspiring part of Alex's story to me was the support he received from his wife, Elizabeth, from his kids and their family, from the doctors and rehab workers, and from his teammates and coaches. You could say he was surrounded by a pretty great cloud of witnesses. And you know what? So are each and every one of us. Yes, we of course are surrounded and remember the faithful who have gone before us and the cloud of witnesses that they are. But we are also surrounded by those who are running the race with us. And the current race has been hard. And it has taken and will continue to take endurance for us to persevere. But I will say it is my privilege and honor to run with all of you here at Extraordinary Connection, with my colleagues and my friends, with my congregation and with my family, as we all continue to support, encourage, and lift up one another. I pray that we can continue on this journey together, that we can show the love of Christ to one another and to our communities and to our world, so that perhaps the best thing someone might see today might just be the love of Jesus through the kind acts of another. Until next time, my friends, take care, stay safe, and God bless.